Ah, fuck. Good to get out of that. Oh. How to get ahead in the world. Insanity. Living with mental illness. But there is a way out. You gotta listen to those voices. That's the ticket there. Well, insanity. You know, it's hard to cope when there's just... It seems like no one understands you, right? And your world is coming apart, and the people that are supposed to be looking out for you aren't. You know, what the fuck? The government, the FDA, the pharmaceutical companies. Right? All people you trust. Maybe you shouldn't. I think the voices you're hearing in here are probably better. Better for you. Yes. Because, the FDA, right? It's part of the government. And they're there to keep you safe. Warnings on shit. Those warnings are there to keep you safe. Did you also know they're a contract? Yeah. Your government, the FDA, looking out for you, decided that it would be in your best interest if you couldn't sue over adverse effects. I don't know why. It almost seems like they're on the side of people with money, right? That couldn't be the case. And where do you get that shit, Jeff? Well, because on your those antidepressant psych meds you get. Well, have you ever looked at the warning label? No, you have to open the box. It's that other piece of paper. And it says, you need to read this before. It's a contract. It tells you on the front, on the box too. You need to read that pamphlet. So you're well informed of what's going to happen to you. But you know what? In today's busy world, you just take it for granted, okay? Because, you've just 5 pills in the thing, but wow. You mean I have to read all that? All of that? I don't have time for that. Oops. You're fucked for life. You should have. Did you read that? Well, you should have. Because it's a binding contract. And we know that, contracts, they mean shit. No, this is where my head starts to throb. You say that, but when you break treaties and contracts and hold people to those standards, I don't understand it. Aren't they supposed to be on our... You'd think that the country that, language, it's not your friend neither. Why do they do this? You know, hey, this is the freest country. You don't want to be in no other country, which is probably true nowadays. But see, another one of those flip flops. But the freest. Well, you have more prisons than any country on earth. You have more of your citizens incarcerated than brutal dictators do. That doesn't make sense. Sure it does. It's the price of freedom. Okay. More is less. Oh, fuck. I don't know. But, when you're the one standing up, always for the little guy, but never standing up for the little guy. You cannot. I don't care. There's not a little clause there that says if you have a good reason, you can overthrow sovereign, independent countries. Who does that? Well, you're told all the time, we do. We do. We influence. We say it. We, overthrow. We came, we saw. The dinar died. Gold-backed currency died, but it's making a comeback. Don't you worry. Can you stand for good and be completely evil? These are the things that drive me insane. Because you say something, but you do something else. Evidence. What the fuck is evidence? Well, here's what evidence isn't. They did it. Hey, no we didn't. Fuck you, you did. You gonna have some evidence? That was the evidence, fucker. Not good enough for a court of law, I guess. We know that the U.S. government has committed war crimes and atrocities. But we don't make a big deal out of it, Badges of honor. It's not something you talk about. But you do. And you point the finger at other people and say, look it. They're trying to stop us. Evil motherfuckers. All this designed. You know what? Everything has an opposite, but it's, And when, let's say you grew up in like your grandparents or something. And because, it's just the way it was, they might say something, off color. Motherfucking evil Nazis. That's what your fucking grandparents are, okay? Creepy Joe pedophile. Well, you know what? Come on, people. You're not gonna... It was a different time then. It's not what he meant. That's wonderful. Okay? He's just not up on today's hip language when he talks of grooming. In his days as an altar boy. Just doesn't mean the same as it did. You gotta forgive him. At one time, it was very hip to be in with the Grand Wizard of the KKK. That's Russian propaganda. Everything. It's just so, things should be important. How about, we try to teach our kids about, bullying and, just because you say, your record is shit, okay? But you're going to say other shit. You're going to show me pictures. And then, you're probably the one putting out the other pictures and go, oh, fuck, we fucked up. Yeah, that was already blown up. And it wasn't, the Russians didn't kill those 13 people on Snake Island. It was actually 85, and they fed them, gave them some water, and took them home. Gave them to their parents. Keep your kid inside. Okay? If he shoots at us again, we're giving you a warning. Now, just check it out. I know you think this isn't what's happening, but you won't look into it. A country of, you're told all the time, right-wing Nazi party, right? Right? But they are, but they're not. Nazis would never, ever hurt their own people. They're not our people. Oh, I see. I get it. I got it. Thanks for clarifying that. So, well, we overthrew with, Victoria Nuland. Can't trust her. She's a woman. What? Well, okay, whatever. Just keep moving up. These people care about you. The rich get richer, and your life gets fucked. But, that's the price you pay for a democratic, save the democracy. It's supposed to be a republic. They mean the same. Do they? I guess so. You just can't. You people out there, this is them. Government telling you, you're just fucking dumb as fuck, okay? And you don't know. Because these people that we have here, that you put here, with those degrees in physics and, mathematics and all the doctors. Oh, wait, no? What were they before that? Some of them were lawyers. We all love lawyers. But, is it possible? I know you're going to say no. But when, if you needed to do some ethnic cleansing, and you've been doing it, and everyone's, not really talking about it, and then, someone comes in to get rid of the Nazis. That'd be bad. Be good? Be bad. I don't know. I don't know. But because what Putin ever do? Well, he threw Shell, Texon, Mobil, blah, blah, blah. Raping the fuck out of his country. People dying, starving. And that's how we like it. He didn't. Motherfucker. Always the bad guy. No one ever listens to him talk. And how come when these fuckers say shit and straight up lie, there's no consequences? And you're always told you're a goddamn idiot, okay? Now, this will, it pushed me over the edge. Truly pushed me over the edge. And I hope it gets you to throw away your antipsychotics too. Because it's time to go psychotic. It's not you that's insane. It's everyone else. Believe it. Otherwise, you're not truly insane, because the insane don't know. Right? It's not you. Embrace the rage. Okay? Don't keep it in. It's bad. It'll clog your arteries, cause you drinking, liver damage, all kinds of things, okay? Let it out. Now, this is beautiful. Oh, and, that was amazing. You gotta. Putin said no, we did not blow up that train station. You fucking did. Prove it. We will. You see the fucking bomb. You see it, right? Man, it's in that grass. None of the grass is fucked up. And do big pieces like that, because it says, boy, it makes no sense. Why would Putin write for the children right on that one part that survived? Russian technology. Superior shit. When you're gonna lie, make sure everyone knows it. Don't give no one a fair day in court. No. Because why? Fuck you, that's why. We have an agenda, motherfucker. This is beautiful shit. This is wonderful. I'm gonna fucking kill someone. Ready? What the fuck?
Ukraine will become a big Israel with its own face, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky declared this past Tuesday.
What? What the fuck? Vladimir Zelensky, that great actor and best friend with Sean Penn. They're pen pals. They're gonna see if they can hook up with Madonna later. Relive old times. So, it's gonna be the new Israel? What are you talking? You have not... To cast away that. But still gonna wear the uniform, huh? Okay. Wonderful.
Okay. According to Haaretz, this statement indicates.
According to Tourette's, which I also have. God damn it! Fuck!
That his country intends to emulate the Israeli security state as a consequence of the Russian invasion.
What? We're going to emulate as a consequence of the Russian invasion. What does that mean? What is that? I'm kind of confused. You're going to emulate because, it's not really an invasion neither, but hey, language.
Zelensky said such measures would not undercut Ukrainian democracy and, quote, an authoritarian state is impossible in Ukraine.
There you go. You've heard it. Because Zelensky said it. Having an authoritarian state in Germany in the 30s couldn't happen. Wouldn't. It's not what that means, okay? What do you mean couldn't happen? And what are you talking about? I'm not understanding this. But you know what? You probably didn't even hear about this shit. But on top of that, if you did, you didn't hear any of it. You fucking didn't hear none of it. And you're not hearing me neither.
Host of the Katie Halper Show and co-host of the Useful Idiots podcast, Katie Halper, joins us now to discuss. Welcome, Katie.
Thanks for having me.
And so what is he suggesting, that Russian speakers would be second-class citizen? And like, what is...
I know, right? Because, I mean, Israel isn't apartheid. I know you didn't know that, right? And Palestinians are second-class citizens. It's okay to take their shit, keep shoving them out of their own land. That's godly. It reminds me of this Bible story. We've been here a long time in this desert. Hey, look at that. Let's do it. All right. Is that what you're saying? That is what you're saying. That's exactly what Zelensky's saying. Russian-speaking Ukrainians that I guess Putin's trying to kill because his niece is one of them. It doesn't make a lot of... But they're going to be second-class citizens. It's okay to kill them, okay? All right. Let's check it out. This is good shit.
Like, what parts of the Israeli system is he talking about emulating?
Right. Hopefully not an apartheid state. Hopefully an apartheid state would not be part of that. I want to be like Israel, I guess, in some ways. Like, I would love to get unlimited aid and be totally enabled by the United States to do whatever I wanted.
I know.
But I do think that, what's interesting about his response is that he said that this was going to be, if you read his statement, he talks about having military in all institutions, supermarkets, cinemas. There will be people with weapons. And
what? That sounds like fucking... Wow. Is that how they do it over there? I guess so. We're so uninformed over here. There's going to be armed people, not the second-class citizens, not 1/3 of their population that Lizinski's trying to protect right now. He's trying to protect those people's rights by taking away their rights, but that could never happen in the Ukraine. I don't know.
What's interesting about it is that, you can understand why he would say we have to have a military.
Yeah.
But it's weird that he's creating this kind of uber weaponized culture, or that's what he's forecasting that he's going to create. I think he's
right, because America knows citizens with guns, not a good idea. You got to take those guns. No, take them from you, fuckers. Give them to Ukrainians, civilized Nazis.
probably signaling to an American audience, an Israeli audience, probably also the right-wing population in Ukraine.
The Nazis.
Which he has to mollify.
Wait. Language, even when they're to nullify. You know what? You could just say, he needs to, coddle. But you weren't listening anyway. It doesn't matter. But if you were, I know, you're all English fucking majors. You have to go, what the fuck? What was that? What'd she say? Yeah, now I missed the rest of what she said.
So it is a kind of weird way to frame it. Again, imagining people walking around with weapons in supermarkets and cinemas, which
Wait!
I guess you can do here in the United States.
You can at Batman premieres, and in Texas near the in a Walmart, anywhere really. Sacramento, schools, you name it. What we need? Because that'll make you safe. No, it won't. It won't. It makes you less safe, more safe, less safe, more safe. See the voices. They're back.
An open carry state, but
I wouldn't be too spooked with people just having weapons, but what I suspect he means is perhaps the compulsory military service aspect.
Right. Except for, because otherwise you wouldn't have to do this. If everyone was in goose step, you wouldn't need people with guns aimed at you all the time. The Palestinians. Oh, what were we talking about?
Of it, which is not aspect that Israel has that, right? And I is not something I would want here or in any nation.
Right, but it's a good idea.
Yeah. I mean, it's interesting because he's overtly saying it's not going to be a kind of liberal democracy that they see in Europe, and he said in his statement that it's not going to be Switzerland, it's going to be Israel. So he's up.
You heard it. Because see, here's more to fuck your head. You should be mad. Hear the voices. Switzerland. Zero violent crime. You know how many people have been killed with guns, murdered in Switzerland? Because people with guns make you unsafe, more likely to lash out and kill. But how come their citizens are all required to carry? All citizens. But Lizinski, not like that. Not like that. Not like Switzerland, like Israel. Israel. Second-class citizens are only 2/10 of a person. But the Ukraine's united against... Are they united against Putin? Are there? I'm confused. No, I'm not. But, let's go.
Obviously doesn't want neutrality. And I think, if you think of the optics of this, Israel it works for many levels, because it also is, the Israel likes to present itself as this plucky underdog and kind of a David and Goliath.
I know. The plucky underdog, David and Goliath. Palestinians have sticks and rocks. Israel has the Iron Dome. And guns, second-class citizens, no guns. No. Makes it too hard to throw you out of your fucking home. Your home and your homeland. Because America gave us that. I know everyone thinks that was theirs. And they were just giving it back. Right? You're wrong. Okay? If anything, give it back to the Canaanites. Okay? Oh, yeah, there's no more of them. I forgot.
Story. Now, I don't know if Zelensky also plans to settle areas or, construct illegal settlements or colonize anyone.
What?
That's not part of
yeah.
his vision.
Wait, no. It is.
Yeah. I mean, Ukraine's also been frustrated with Israel because Israel has, pretty much maintained fairly warm relations with Russia throughout this, and has refused to send. The U.S. requested that they send the Iron Dome to Ukraine, and Israel said, "Nah, I think we'll probably just not do that."
What? But Zelensky is gonna emulate them in their apartheid, and he said not gonna be like neutral like Switzerland and equal and no, just like Israel. Russians, you wouldn't need any of this. And you know what? Do you think it really breaks his goddamn fucking heart when the same people he wants to kill, he can kill and just point the finger at Russia? Man, that is, boy, when the U.S. fucking shines out your ass, it's like having the Iron Dome without the Iron Dome. But you're fuck off, we don't want this. Russia.
That. And so I wonder if he's tweaking Israel a little bit, because Israel's kind of number one talking point is that, how dare you criticize the only democracy in the Middle East, which they always leave out Lebanon, which has...
They always leave out Lebanon. Like, that was the only one, and it still is? No, not after... Now it's just... Iraq has elections. Syria has elections. I bet there's other places too. Yeah, but we didn't like those elections.
lots of elections and is a democracy.
Tunisia.
And then leave
Doesn't have-
out. They're the quote unquote the only democracy in the Middle East. Nothing can undermine that claim. And so, do you think he's sort of subtly saying you're not actually a democracy? Switzerland's a democracy. We're going to be more like you.
Right. But they're the only democracy there. But Israel's not a democracy like Switzerland. I'm not, it's so confusing. But I bet Creepy Joe Pedophile understands it. Let me smell you.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah.
That's kind of, I don't know if, I feel like that suggests that he's more critical of Israel than he actually is, or more pro-democracy than he actually is.
What? No, he didn't say that.
But
Yeah,
I
it
think maybe
seems
he's trying to present, obviously he's Jewish and
Obviously.
Israel is,
Obviously.
support, I think, at least.
Obviously. You always. Yeah. Huh. He looks Jewish. I never see him with that fucking thing on his head. Or, that weird type of beard. Huh. Who knows? Who cares, right? Huh. As long as you got America. Wonder why, huh?
In theory, right? They're supportive of a Jewish president. And there's, he gave some interesting speeches where he was trying to, as we know, a lot of people are comparing this situation kind of to World War II. They're trying to suggest that Putin is this Hitlerian figure. So I think there's also a lot of that kind of throwing back to World War II, the Holocaust.
I'm a Jew! Huh. Aswell Battalion, love them. Death to Russian-speaking Ukrainians and Jews and Poles and the Romanians. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying apartheid. Like Israel. And they're the Palestinians, and right? Boy. I love that footage too. I can do that. Hey, look. Here's seconds after Russia attacked that fucking train station. Seconds after, you could have maybe filmed. You were filming up to that point, turned it off, and then turned it back on. But they go, look, and everyone's just walking like normal. And then you go, look, as I move through the crowd, everyone's scattering and running. Oh, fuck, I'm out of breath. Oh, fuck. I stopped right in front of this thing. It says, for the children. Whose children? Those children. It's complicated.
He said some interesting things to the German parliament about that, kind of suggesting that, they had to support Ukraine to make up for the Holocaust and World War II.
Oh, fuck! The past? People never, ever, ever change. Except people we say change. Boy, America's really backed itself into a really fucked situation. Can't back down. This isn't the Middle East. No. Don't worry, though. Continuity of government will survive. It's what the American people demand. Thought they demanded health care. Fuck off. You want another lockdown? You want another virus? Shut the fuck up. Okay? I'll turn my fucking dogs loose on you. Quit. Don't. You're so cute. Huh? He talks to me too. Sometimes I think I'm the son of Sam. Just, or, sometimes I think I'm, the little girl that was in, Amityville Horror. And Joe Biden kept talking to me through the window. Right?
Yeah, I think he's just saying stuff to get sympathy. I mean,
right?
his analogy doesn't even make logical sense at all.
I know.
It's kind of, does he believe that, to compare Ukraine to Israel, does he believe that the Ukrainians would be the Israelis or the Palestinians? That's my first question on that.
Right.
Because if he thinks he's the Israeli side of it,
that's what he said.
Then they're the ones in power.
Right.
They're the ones in charge.
That's what he's saying.
They're the ones that actually have the military.
Right.
That is.
That's what he's talking about.
That is in the theaters. They're
right.
The ones with the militarized.
Right.
That have militarized.
Right.
But that seems odd to me because it seems like
does it?
Russia would actually be the ones that would be more in charge.
No, not after they lose. Because we never quit dumping stuff over there, and America would never kill its own citizens. That's just a tower below us. I don't know. But, that's not what he's saying. He's not doing the false dichotomy, okay? He's saying we'll be victorious and we're going to treat the Russian citizens and Ukrainian Russians and Poles, Jews, and Romanians as Palestinians. I got you. I know what you're talking about, but you don't.
Like they would maybe occupy, and that to me seemed like it made more sense to say, well, we're going to be occupied, and the Russians are going to be here. And
no, it's not. Are you? Even when you're, seems like you're almost taking against, but you're. No, that's not what he. That's not what he's saying at all. That he wouldn't be having his white supremacist party. Wait, Russians are white? Are they? I'm gonna have to look into that. If they lose, he's going to put in place this. You mean if he wins? I kind of find it hard to believe that he'd win. Oh, wait, I see. Boy, cheating, lying, you know what? That's what we stand for. That's what we stand for today. I don't know why we don't... Why we have referees or judges. You should just let them handle it like, Sacramento. They weren't white.
To be checking us, and they're going to be militarizing our country, and we're not going to have
ours.
So to me, it was like the strangest.
I know.
Clearly, he was just saying it, like you said, to get sympathy. There was really no actual parallel. But
what?
The problem is that I'm sure there's a bunch of.
He didn't really mean that. He said it in a statement that he's going to do this. We're going to have to because of this. But he didn't mean any of that. He meant you know what? We'll have to wait and see what Jan Psaki says. Or, Mr. Blinken. No, not Abe Lincoln. Who couldn't get into the... So he had... Killed his own people too. They weren't his people. They were from the South. I don't know. It's fucking... Really?
Really sitting there thinking like, well, which is he? Does he think he's in like the Israel? Would the Ukrainians be the Israelis or the Palestinians in this? And
we know he can't be the goddamn Palestinians, you dumb fucking bitch. Because they have no power. They have rocks. And it's unfair of them to want their goddamn fucking land back. Does that make me a Taliban ISIS fighter? No, it doesn't. It means that fuck. What's right isn't right. It's wrong. It's right. We'll just take your shit and get. You can't. We will. We do. Syria, we never pulled out. Just like, how babies are made. Few drinks, don't worry, I'll pull out. You bastard! Shut up. Don't turn this rape into a murder. Don't ever raise your voice. Boy. Well, this has gone on long enough. I've got to, got to forge some, vaccination papers so I can get on a plane. Yeah. I'll say I'm going to... Yeah, they'll let me ride on if I say I'm going to the Ukraine. And then I'll pull that one... I'll jump out of the plane with a parachute and land in Russia. To be in a place with such high morals after being in this shithole. Fuck, I think I'll just roll around and... Well, first I'll get a room. Goodbye. Because I'm insane. Because I'm going off the rails on a Palestinian death train. Right? Boy.